champions coming out. A finish that was.
We say, guessing it is over, JB Gaming! Oh my goodness!
Welcome back, everybody, to your All-Stars. It's your boy Hops here on the mic once again. This time it is Janjo. We've just seen a fantastic Game 5 overtime in Prospect All-Stars, and I'm hoping for another one here. I'm joined by my main man, Mr. Greybeard. Next up, it's Tomo, Epic Ninja, Fon versus Twisted, Flexx, and King Keize. I believe there is one substitution happening here. I have to get confirmation of who it is in the background, but we'll find out in a second. Great.
Ohayo is playing instead of?
Epic Ninja, I think it was. Epic Ninja. Okay. So Epic Ninja can't play. Ohayo is playing instead of Epic Ninja, as Torin cannot play either. He was the first sub, so he's going to be stepping in here. But a great game nonetheless. And I'm expecting maybe just for a little bit more elevation. You know, this is going up one more tier here, so may not be seeing as many whiffs, especially if there's this amount of all-star, amount of opportunities like we saw in Prospect. We may well be seeing some more goals.
Well, I'm very keen to see. I'm quite familiar with a number of these players. I'm recognizing a few of them from casting it during league play. In particular, King Keize, who was a goal machine during league play. So I want to see how much of an impact he can have with his aggressive scoring ability. If that's going to have an impact, and then Tomo as well, a key player. So I am hopeful that we are in for some epically exciting Rocket League.
I could not agree more. And an interesting fact, a bit of a twist of fate here. Ohayo, aka also known in the past as Potter, was in the All-Stars previously and won it. And so a bit of a twist of fate here. Him coming in may be the fortune for one of this All-Star red side who are going to be playing with Potter, aka Ohayo. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two teams match up as we are underway of this best of 5. I'm going to put that clearance in. Who's going to strike first? It's only a matter of time until we find out.
All right. Unless King Keize is playing with a different name, I don't see him out there.
This is true. As it does look like there's been maybe 2 subs come on here. As maybe it was, I don't know.
We've got who we've got. So whoever's out there going to need to do the action early. Oh, no! Oh, no, that was a classic open goal miss. It was right there. The opportunity not grabbed. Red should be ahead, but they are not.
Indeed, it was not to be. It does look like right now the teams are a little bit mixed up. We'll try and find the confirmation of who is on whose side. But we'll get that from the background as this game goes on. Hey, he's going to put that clearance in. Flexx with the shot on the recovery, going to keep that away. Twist is going to follow it up, but couldn't find the angle. Yeselme is there once again. Potter blocking that away from Flexx. And still the goals have not come in. All-Star Blue really piling that pressure on. An opportunity for Yeselme to put that in. Plays off the ball instead for Flexx, who's going to put it in. And flexing his Rocket League skill is himself as he is going to put that first goal in for this Challenger All-Star game.
Yeah, but that drop down there by Yeselme,
I assume so.
was fantastic. I mean, that just made that goal possible, and Flexx there with a finish. And it is All Stars Blue with first blood. Flexx, though, is going to get beaten out by Ohayo. And now Fon from the wall passes it into the front. Lovely midfield pass, but the miss by Tomo is going to create a bit of strife on the other end. Ohayo, though, does get back and gets the touch away into his corner, giving his team time to reset. And they've been demoed, but they're going to get away with that too. Fon, crossfield, another great pass. Tomo, his touch into the corner doesn't fall favorably for them, but they still do have the pressure, or at least they did.
Yeah, I mean, so close. And also Blue will be happy with their performance so far, and I just get confirmation that Yeselme is King Keize, just has a different game tag on. And that would then make a bit more sense of how these teams have matched up here, instead of throwing a spanner in the works. But it is what it is. We are underway. King Keize has got himself with the ball. He'll put it down the field, looking for the second touch. He does find it, plays off the bad ball instead. Twist is going to go up for the ball, going to get beaten out by Fon. No, he actually gets the dunk. Good on him there. Tomo's going to turn slowly, take his time with this ball. He's going to get challenged early by Flexx, the goal scorer. Fon now trying to make the challenge on Twisted, plays it underneath him. Twist is going to try and slow this down, wait for his teammates to come in. A little bit too slow and indecisive, and Tomo's going to find that touch away, but it's still All-Star Blue piling this pressure on early right now.
Yeah, they've pulled away early. They're looking the better of the two now. Red need to settle in, still trying to find their feet in this game one opener. And the first goal will certainly settle that. Now an opportunity. Flexx must get a touch here, which he does do. Tomo looking to put a shot on goal. He misses, and Twisted on the other side is undone by Fon with a very important touch and 50 that squeezes away from their net.
Indeed, but Fon's going to come all the way up down the opposite end of the field, and it's kept out! But somehow the ball was all the way in the net, and it was tapped away. Fon almost coming back down the opposite end of the field and scoring. And now it's Flexx charging the ball down. Almost goal scorer Fon taking that away. Somehow, we haven't seen an equaliser yet. Great touch from King Keize. He's going to set up Twisted. A beautiful setup. We've just seen a bit of a back and forth chaos here. At the end of the day, it's going to be All-Star Blue coming away with this scoreline. You have to start feeling for Fon and All-Star Red. Does that look like an almost certain high-scoring goal there?
Well, Yeselme, or King Keize, not on the score sheet, but he has been integral in both of those goals, setting them up with touches which have made the goals possible with finishes. So having a very big impact on the team. And now Fon, Ohayo is going to get beaten out by Twisted. Now it's a 2v1 on the other side. Tomo alone in the net, but he does have plenty of time to get the touch away, but only as far as Flexx. And it's been a good game, a tight game, but no doubt that All-Stars Blue have been just a little quicker, and they've pulled. They're a couple of noses in front as it stands now.
Yeah, the car links in front indeed. Tomo putting it to the centre, looking for a teammate. Great touch from Flexx. Neither Ohayo or Fon were up to put that shot on. King Keize trying to make something happen. Puts into the centre for his teammate, but straight into the path of Ohayo. He's there, waiting. Flexx going for the double tap. Can he find? He does find the second touch, but it's not on target. Goes straight to the ground instead. Tomo does find that second touch. Make the clearance available as King Keize go for the shot. What a finish it was indeed. Striking in that midfield. Whilst the All-Star Red defense was resetting. Good finish from him. It does get a touch. Was Fon, but not strong enough to keep it away. And it's going to be a 3-0 lead. This All-Star Blue side coming out hot and looking very settled.
Yeah, and they've done, and King Keze being involved in everything out there, setting up the first two, scoring one on his own. He's been a force out there, and Blue are going to shut out, by the look of it, they are going to shut out this red team. But similar to the last series, I'm fully confident, given the fact that these players all know each other from league play, and it's all been very tight there, they will find a way to settle and get back into this.
Could not agree with you more. They're definitely going to be finding a way back into the game. And just for reference to Greybeard and everybody else, they did join the wrong coloured team, so we are going to get that sorted in the background. So just imagine that All-Star Red is All-Star Blue and All-Star Blue is All-Star Red. That's how the colours are meant to be. I know, a bit of chaos happening, but at the end of the day, the scoreline won't change. Just have the colours change briefly there. But All-Star Blue, aka All-Star Red, taking their win 3-0. God, I thought I had it understood, but I'm completely confused myself now at the end of the day.
Yeah, and listen, and I have an older brain that has a greater capacity for confusion, so it's going to be absolute chaos for out there. Changing team colors, changing player names. How on earth do we keep up? But it is okay. Well, then it's Yeselme, Flexx, and Twisted who have won the first game. Tomo, and Ohayo having to catch up.
Yeah, and here with that track record, won't be happy with that early performance from him and his team. Definitely looking to keep on his legacy of an all-star champion. But this side definitely looking to take it away. Twisted, Flexx, and King Keze all should be on the red side. We'll hopefully have it in this next matchup.
Yes,
as they are correct this time. So all-star red in the lead here with that first game win. Good stuff. Everything seems to be peaceful in the world of team confusion. Now we can really crack on with the focus of Rocket League. So Ohayo trying to find an early shot, and he has done so off a bit of a whiffed kickoff coming out from the All-Star Red side. But they are now going to go down 1-0. They are one series game up, but this is a great way for this opposing team to come back.
Well, 5 minutes of Rocket League, they couldn't find a goal. 5 minutes and 3 seconds of Rocket League, they get their first. So that should settle them nicely. And, you know, an early lead is nice. But sometimes it can come too early with so much game left. It's almost like it is even, but they do have the advantage. So that'll make them feel a lot better than how they ended that last game. Oh, but look at this dunk. This Fon almost getting a nice dunk there and setting up a second. But the blue team making a very positive start here.
They really are. Definitely a way to bounce back. Mentally looking strong indeed. In Keze, though, the playmaker trying to make something happen down this flank. He does get a second touch off the backboard there. A bit too high for anything dangerous to come. A great flick from Fon's actually going to allow him to push forward all the way into the All-Star Red corner. The clearance, though, at the end coming out from Twisted way down the field. A great clearance it was indeed. In Keze is going to follow it up. A bit of a bouncing shot, awkward for Fon to deal with. He does very nicely to cope with it indeed. Twisted make himself a hassle. Flexx is there for the shot, blocked by Ohayo to keep this goal line 1-0 for the All-Star Blue. They have the favourable position right now, but it is fragile.
It's
Reno
fragile
coming in!
Razorson, but that's going to go a long way to helping.
Out of absolutely nowhere. Tomo just gets a beautiful pop off Flexx. He was slightly out of position earlier on. Not only been helping his team on defense, but it works out perfectly for this All-Star Blue side. And now they have got much more padding with that 2 goals ahead. However, yeah, 3 minutes and 30 left on the clock, Greybeard. Plenty of time.
Another from Tomo. Oh my word, Tomo is having. He's like, I was going to ask the question. Do you think he knew exactly what he was doing with that touch? Because I get the feeling he might have been a little bit surprised. But my word, that second touch there, almost panning out. Maybe he's onto something here. But now, everybody converging on the ball from the blue side. But they're okay for now, and they're looking a different team at the moment. Maybe it's the color. Oh no, long distance. They've been caught out at the back.
There's a great finish coming in. Twisted finds Flexx, and Flexx just booms it straight down the field. Even Fon on the rotation. He was back there, but was not expecting the power and speed and momentum behind that ball. That's going to be 1 goal less of a lead for the All-Star Blue side. Reds getting a little bit settled, a bit faster now. That's why they're able to capitalise on it. Good pop from Twisted. He's going to get bumped, though, for his efforts. Tomo's going to put off the backboard. Ohayo is up. But Ohayo couldn't find the touch. Almost a beautiful double tap read there. Wasn't going to come to anything. Flexx now looking for the pass. Gets demoed for his efforts. The ball's going to be sent straight back down towards the opposite net. What happened?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, okay. All right, the pinch goes, I mean, gee whiz. It's not just the pinch, but I mean the placement. I mean, it's just perfect from that distance. And somehow, some way, through luck and physics, Blue are again 2 goals ahead.
I mean, physics is one thing. Rocket League is another. However, forming some level of unity there to favor this blue side. It's incredible kind of madness happening. Flexx trying to put some madness into the red play, see if they can come to greater fortunes. Fon's going to demo Flexx for his efforts. Bit of a whiff coming out from King Keze. Fon's going to catch the ball, look for the touch, taken away by Twisted. Flexx is up once again, puts it forward, looking to make something happen. And a great dribbling move from Flexx. Beautiful car and ball control. And I think his teammate was chasing that last defender who flew him off the line. That was King Keze opening up that space, and Flexx is going to put that goal in. And plenty of time left on the clock, but we've had 5 goals already.
Yeah, the highest scoring game of the night, including last series. So this is great to see. But I loved how King Keze just chased Tomo all around and basically just chased him out of contention to do anything with that ball in defense. And Flexx just had to carry it in, which he did, and he did very well. But it is Team Blue who still have the advantage, but only by 1 goal, looking to take this game down to level the series. Oh, Fon with a miss. Tomo there to help him out and make sure nothing comes of it. Now will be an attack, but would want to have done a little bit better with that opportunity.
Indeed, he would have. It was a great, powerful shot, but at the end of the day, not at an angle too difficult to deal with. But Ohayo is on the counter-attack, and Ohayo is going to find the back of the net. And somehow, this blue side are just finding all the gaps in the red team's armor right now and capitalizing on every single one of them.
And I'm not sure who on the red team messed up the rotation there, but I mean, there was like no one in the half as Blue kind of walked toward the net. But they will have a chance here. Can they get another one back? Flexx is up and shoots. Oh, and King Keze looking for the finish, doesn't get. Oh, and Twisted has run past it. Oh, it's a bit of a calamity out there for Red right now.
It really is. They look so composed in that game number 1, but all of that is falling to pieces. There's King Keze trying to make something happen. Flexx was looking for the redirect. Ohayo, though, on the defense. He does so often. Twisted, though, off the ceiling. Finds the touch. Almost looking to play it under Fon, who reads it perfectly to keep that away. They have to score very soon if this red side want any chance of bringing this back. A 2-goal lead, so very, very comfortable right now for All-Star Blue. Time is in their favour. It's a lovely touch. Twisted trying to play it underneath him. King Keze now off the sidewall, does find Flexx. He's going to put it forward. Off the corner, look for a teammate. The demo, the last player. Twisted has gone up. He's going to put the shot on, and there we're going to have it. The 3rd goal for Red was a beautiful set play coming out. All 3 players getting that touch, and a great demo from Yeselme, who it seems to be really aware of having to get rid of that last man. We saw it in their previous goal, and we've seen it here again.
Well, a 25-second sweat fest will now ensue. Blue have looked good all game, but this is crunch time now. Firstly, they're going to keep it out of their net. If they can score it all like that mistake there, Twisted now. Oh, my word, 2 aborted Flexx. And if Fon puts this away, it will surely be done. It is touched away, but it's on the wrong side for red team. Flexx trying to get some kind of control. The pinch has gone a bit loose. The clock has run. Can anybody get... There's been a demo in front of the net. Can anyone get under it? Oh, it's still up though, Hobbs.
It's kind of mad. The bounce so fortunate for Red. The shot for Flexx is going to go off the backboard. It's swallowed up by Yeselme and King Keze. But at the end of the day, it's going to bounce just short. It's the 2nd time this has happened before an overtime. But it's just going to be more Rocket League for us. But that was so close for All-Star Red to bring it back.
And you know, the blue team absolutely deserved to win that. They had a great game. But my word, the longer that ball stayed up after the clock ran down, I was then willing it to go in, because in overtime, that would have been fantastic. And they came so close. But All-Star Blue survive the sweat fest. They level up the series, so we won't have a sweep. And hopefully, the way it's going, a Game 5 certainly not out of the question.
It could not be out. Absolutely. Twisted, though, 4 saves for his side. He ended up with 600 points in that game. Got a goal of his own and those 4 saves and an assist. Definitely being a great anchor for his side. King Casey got a bit quiet after that game number 1, because it did fill that spot nicely. But definitely looking for all of the All-Star Red players to really step it up to take it to the blue team, who really found their momentum. In the first half of that game, they did seem to start slipping as it head toward the second, and I think they need to be aware of that. But if both teams start hot, it's going to be one hell of a battle between these two sides.
And your point about King Casey is an important one. Tomo is going to get himself an early goal. The touch from Fon goes high and loose, but look at that. That second touch, devastating.
Beautiful play coming out from Fon, just completely throwing off the red defense. Sending them one way and then send them back to the other. Allowing for that free shot to come in for Tomo, and that's going to be a nice lead for them. However, the Flexx is trying to have something to say about it, almost with the air dribble play. Bit of a double commit, almost leading to Twisted shot, but in the other way, Tomo did find that clearance before getting demoed. Ohayo looking for the pop, couldn't find it. Flexx is going to get that interception. He's going to try and play into the middle. He does get that pass, but Tomo reading it nicely. He's going to go up in the air. Doesn't get too much control, but the pass to Fon again. This blue team are just producing some miraculous passing plays. Tom getting beyond the ball, knocking it back for Fon to find the shot. I mean, nobody in their right mind on defense is going to be reading that.
It is very easy to underappreciate how awesome that touchdown was. It was fantastic. And Fon and Tomo linking up again for the second goal, reversing roles, passing and shooting in. Oh, but hey, okay, it's a back pass. Pretty solid there, but Flexx is going to get forward. It's 2v1 over on the other side, but Tomo will get there and should be able to clear. And they're looking better and better, this blue side, as we go along.
Really are. Team rotations, clean offense, and some brilliant teamwork coming out. All-Star Reds coming forward here. Tomo, they're going to cut that out, looking for the double tap, can't find it. It's going to bounce to the backboard. Ohayo's not going to find the shot either, but Fon is there, plays it straight to the corner, and Twisted just getting that touch away. The defense now having to scramble as Red try to push up forward. Tomo was there, Twisted's going to go for the shot. He can't find the finish though. Back and forward. All-Star Red really need to be capitalizing on it. Flexx going to go for the shot off the backboard. King Casey is there, and after all of that hard-fought slog, King Casey going to put one on the board for All-Star Red at 3.5 minutes now. 2-goal lead down to 1. All-Star Blue, the lead is dwindling.
Lovely setup there by Flexx and finish. And you made an important point about last game and King Casey's involvement in that. And he was very quiet. And he's one of those really important impact players. If he is involved, oh my goodness gracious, what a banger from Ohayo.
I mean, that was one hell of a shot from him. A great clearance, but Ohayo just came storming. And then King Casey caught completely flat-footed in the net alongside Twisted. The ball going to be bounced straight into it, and just 10 seconds after that one goal for All-Star Red, that lead's gone back to 2. Twisted trying to make something happen though with it. Fon's going to chance in the air, plays it off the ceiling, looking for his teammate. Flexx has found the rotation, but Ohayo even doesn't get that touch, almost leading to a goal. Oh, the rotations coming out from Red are clean. Flexx though, brilliant shot and a brilliant save from Fon. Twist is going to follow it up as it took too many players out of the game. Getting that save, and Red answer back, bringing it back to that 1-goal deficit. A beautiful attempt coming out from Flexx, and it's going to leave Twisted with that finish.
The pace of the game seems to have stepped up a yard or two. It suddenly got very pacey out there, which is lovely to see. And in contrast to the last series, we're having some pretty decent scoring games in terms of the number of goals, which is lovely to see. And it is twisted for the red team, trying to make something happen. They are still chasing it. They are behind. And they don't want to give all the momentum to blue by going down for a second consecutive game. But it is King Keze. Key player, can he get it round in front? Yes, he can. Twisted's up, but his shot is not a good one. King Keze tries again, but it's been cleared. Tomo with the intercept, but it's going to go wide.
Great read from Tomo, almost leading to that goal. The angle is off, but Fon, out of absolutely nowhere, positions his car unbelievably to get that touch. He was at completely the wrong angle and flips perfectly to get that finish. What a unbelievable shot coming out from Fon. I don't know what to say. That came from absolutely nothing, Greybeard. And out of the blue, Fon has put 2 goal lead back into the blue pocket.
Well, that's certainly been clipped, and he's going to be feeling pretty good. He's been very involved this game, Fon, with the passing, with the shooting. Tomo now, high and forward. Oh, the miss, though. It's going to set something up. It's scrambling in front of the net. No one's there to finish. And King Keze will get the clear. But it is blue asserting their dominance now, and they're keeping that 2-goal lead intact. They've lost it twice, but they've gotten it back twice.
They have done so exactly. A good touch from Fon to keep that shot away. 1:45 on the clock. Fon pops it over one, finds Tomo, who's going to play off the backboard, looking for the follow-up. Instead, it leads into King Keze for the clearance. Now, can he do something else magical? No, he can't. Tomo then instead going to find that ball in the midfield. Pops it nice and high. Twisted with the shot, putting it for Flexx. Flexx with the shot of his own. Couldn't find it as Fon again being the saviour for this blue side. Twist, he has King Keze even. Ugh, so many names. Going in, flying in there. Couldn't find the finish. Instead, it comes over to Tomo, linking up with Fon once again. A very impressive part of the blue team's performance here is the way they're linking up and the passes they're finding between each other has been so impressive, and that's led to them having this lead.
They've had a couple of nervy moments, but for the most part, the way they have found each other and their desire to look for each other and set each other up with plays has been magnificent, and it has been completely responsible for the strong position they find themselves in. They have let in a couple where they've lapsed a little bit at the back, but going forward, they have been so strong. Oh.
They really have, and the double tap attempts still coming out, getting closer and closer as the time goes by. Still yet to see one, unfortunately, in 30 seconds and ticking. This blue side looking comfortable as always, but red are putting the offense on. Twisted gets a touch into the middle. King Keze wasn't able to follow it up. It's a shot, but he does try and make a play of his own. Instead, it's covered by Ohayo. Dexter again, as that second man puts it over one, looking for a follow-up. Can't find it as Fon clears it nicely, and with the time ticking down, looks like it's all but over as Fon puts a lovely flick in, looking for the follow-up. Cannot find it, and All-Star Blue are going to go up 2-1 in this series. Really setting the precedent of how this series should be played out.
Yeah, and another a wonderful performance from this blue team, and they certainly deserve to take this game. And you know, I think Red, they want to take a leaf out of that book. They don't have the same synergy with each other right now that we're seeing out of the blue team. And I get the feeling King Keze a little bit frustrated. He's a big impact player, not able to have the impact he normally has. But perhaps instead of they've got to start finding each other more, like the blue have been, because it has worked magnificently for them.
It really has. It's been playing out so brilliantly, and they are being rewarded completely, and rightly so. That 4-2 lead was a hard-fought one. Also, Red didn't roll over at all. And, you know, now they have been rewarded with match point. Heading into game number 4. Could it be ended here, or has All-Star Red got something else in their locker? We shall find out within the next 5 minutes. But these two teams, they're matching up fairly well, I must admit. And the difference maker so far has been Fon. He has been setting up goals, getting them, and always rotating onto defense. I mean, you know, Fon being that playmaker, being that superstar so far.
Well, I am fully confident, like I was in the last series, that red team are gonna figure out what they need to do, and they're gonna start doing it very well, they will take Game 4 and put us into a consecutive Game 5, and what a great opener! And they do take an early and first lead. Twisted to Flexx. And then, a little bit of was that a back pass? I'm not sure what happened there, but Flexx gets to finish.
Exactly what we want to see. If we want to see a Game 5, All-Star Red coming out early off the gate. Find the momentum, getting on their side. This time, Flexx being that leader. You'll expect it from King Keze, but Flexx trying to step up instead. King Keze has been shut down a lot. Twisty putting it forward. Fon's going to get the touch nicely. Let's put it towards Flexx. Tomo beats him to the ball, though. Zero boost to work with, however. Didn't get the second touch, and just leave Twisted with the clearances. It was, I believe, Tomo coming in for that follow-up shot once again. Ohayo puts it off the side. Couldn't get anything to work with. Flexx is trying to recover, retaliate down the field. Along with his teammate, Twisted puts it high and into the center. Shot is going to go on to King Keze making the turn, and what a turn it was. Kind of coming out of nowhere. King Keze was rotating for that corner boost. Tomo couldn't find a good clearance. Twisted with the pass. And King Keze with the turn. Now he's making it in.
Yeah, the turn and the read, and that's danger time for All Stars Blue. If King Keze can get back on his rhythm, he's been kept very, very quiet. Oh no, is this a return? Oh, off the kickoff. They're going to get away with it for now. It's a bit scrappy and high and loose in the middle. Twisted has to get a touch, which he does do. How far can he take it? But we're seeing a quick turnaround here. Suddenly Red with the 2-goal advantage. I mean, they could hardly buy a goal the last game, and now they got 2 relatively early, and now they want to hold on and take this to the Game 5 decider.
Yeah, plenty of Rocket League left to play, but 2 goals is a lovely cushion to be having. I'll be feeling very comfortable with that. Potter playing off the backboard, looking for a teammate. Tomo is there once again. Going to try and find the challenge. Couldn't make that work, unfortunately. And Flexx is going to be rotating off the backboard. The shot is beautiful. Flexx had to be there to make the save. Great positioning from him. And Tomo off the backboard once again. The rotations are clean. They're trying to keep the constricted pressure, but a miss from Fon is going to be really dangerous for the All-Star Blue side. Tomo had to get that touch. He's going to look for a second one, and he does so. Plays it into the centre for Ohayo, but it's cut out by King Keze. So quick to the ball. Passing centre for Twisted. Not going to find the angle as it was blocked off. Now it's Ohayo trying to find the counter-attack off the backboard. Does find King Keze. Couldn't find the touch, though. Tomo's going to find the counter-attack. A great pop of his own. Fon is there. Couldn't find the finish. Instead, the fake comes in. And Tomo's going to be the one to close that out. What a play. I don't know if it was Tom's intention to get the fake, but it worked out beautifully as Twisted was not able to find that read.
Yeah, and that whole play started with the miss from King Keze, who... it was beautifully set up for him to go and have a massive crack at the net, and as soon as he missed it, everyone was struggling from a positioning point of view on the red team. They couldn't get themselves back into any kind of position where they were comfortable defending, and they've been punished. But now King Keze trying to make up for it, pops it over one, but not Tomo. And they still have the advantage, but you know, there's always that feeling of the question, is the momentum slowly shifting to blue? Oh, if they can score here, then the answer will be no, and Twisted will answer the question emphatically.
Twisting your words, Greybeard. He heard you saying Blue's got the momentum. He said, absolutely not. We have the control of this game. 2 minutes, 11 seconds left on the clock. All-Star Red restoring their 2-goal lead. Do Blue have it in the tank to get this back? And it's such a good, impressive bounce back from All-Star Red. As you said, they could not find a goal in the previous match, and then now they found their fourth, courtesy of Flexx and King Keze linking up, and King Keze awoken here, making absolute plays it off the backboard, and what a finish it was from Flexx. Nice and easy from him. 4-1 with 2 minutes left on the clock. I mean, All-Star Red, they have come to play right now.
You know, one of the great Rocket League mysteries for me is how players and teams can turn around from one game to the next. I mean, last game, Fon and Tomo, I mean, everything they touched was turning to gold. The way they were finding each other was magnificent. And now this game, Fon is struggling. His touches have not been as assured. They haven't been quite there. And conversely, on the other side, suddenly all the red players seem to be finding each other and touching it very well.
I mean, the touches are really turning to gold. It's the lack of them, as you said. Fon trying to make something happen here. He's been very, very quiet, as you said, as well, alongside Tomo, really not producing anything. Instead, it's been Flexx and King Keze and Flexx trying to make something happen again. Unbelievable solo play coming out from Flexx. He beats one, gets the second touch over the other, off the backboard. Couldn't read by Fon, and he finished it of his own. Flexx, take a bow, as that's the 5th goal, and what a blinder it was.
The patience there, I mean, he was very quick, but he waited. He didn't immediately jump and snatch at it. He wanted to see what Fon would do and what would happen. He didn't rush away. He suspected, he thought something was going to come of it, and something indeed did. But now on the other side, he almost owned goals, but does set up a goal for Tomo. And with a minute left and 3 goals, it's unlikely, but it's nervy.
Indeed, it's not impossible. We saw how many goals this blue side can score in the previous matchup. Can they do it now? All-Star Red left their foot slightly off the gas pedal. They're going to keep it firmly planted there. This Twisted is going to get that touch and clearance away. Tomo rotating nicely. Pops it up high off the sideboard. Ohayo is there to get the touch. Puts it towards the centre. Looking for Tomo. In case though, getting a good read. A crucial one almost. Ball now bouncing towards the net. Flexx is going to find it, and he's going to go up with it as well. Trying to make something happen. A brilliant edge, but it is almost popping it over Ohayo. Instead, it's going to fall into the corner. Twisted, though, put it into the centre once again. Fon tries to get that touch. 30 seconds and ticking. 3 goals. That's one hell of a deficit. You have to start saying now that All-Star Red must be comfortably taking this lead.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way back for them to win it, but they would like to get 1, maybe 2, just make it a little bit closer, because at this scoreline, it's a fairly dominating win for Red, and Blue will be quite disappointed with that, given their outstanding performance in the previous game. But they are going to go down by a 3-goal deficit, and that's the biggest we have seen all night. Mostly we have seen 1, maybe 2 goals, but 3 has not been seen. And it was almost a 4-goal, so a fantastic turnaround from Blue. And we do have another Hops Game 5 decider coming up.
I mean, you can't get enough of them, can we? I mean, the Game 5s, they are very, very tasty indeed. I'm looking forward to munching down on another one of them. We'll see in overtime, it's yet to tell. But these two teams trading blows back and forth here to get these games. I mean, people are saying in the chat it almost looks scripted. I mean, I don't blame them, because it really has been that close between these two sides.
Yeah, it's like, okay, guys, we want you to take a dive in the 4th so we can go to Game 5. It does feel a little bit that way, but now both teams got to show up, and they got to show up hard here, because this is it. There are no comebacks after this one. The winner here takes to become the All-Star champions for... the next 5 minutes will decide our winner.
It will decide in another Game 5 underway. Challenger All-Stars. Flexx plays off the side, looking for a teammate. Finds a King Keze, challenged by Tomo. That's really the battle that's been deciding it. King Keze versus Tomo. Who can get those pivotal touches and those setups for their teammates. Good pop into the centre. He's going to allow King Keze to get the catch. He actually plays it around 2. Fon's going to have to get there, but he cannot. And in the end, answering my question quickly, King Keze being there to add the title to his name. First goal in just under 30 seconds. 21 seconds to be precise.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Fon misread that or how quickly it was going to come, because it looked like he was going to have the net covered, and the ball just was a little bit quick for him, couldn't quite get there. But a fantastic for Red, and they are beginning this game how they left off the last, and that is danger signs for the Blue team. And they've got to go back to what they were doing in that 3rd game, where they just looked so comfortable and finding each other, but they've been struggling to get back into that rhythm.
They really have been. And it really comes down to the fact that this All-Star Red team has absolutely clicked, finding every opportunity possible. It's a great performance indeed, as King Keze trying to make something happen again. Almost puts the shot over 2 of them. Potter not with the best of clearances. He's going to put it into the centre. Fon now with the clearance of his own, finally. Tomo's going to be chasing that hard, trying to make something happen, but Twist reading it nicely off his own backboard. Fon Puts it off the backboard of the opposition. Oh, the follow-up was there for Ohayo, but couldn't be completed. Cut out by Flexx at the earliest moment for him. Fon trying to keep the midfield pressure on. Keeping that control there. However, Twist is going to cut out that pass to make it very difficult to do so. The ball now popping precariously up high in the blue half. Flexx looking to take it on. Ohayo with a great challenge. That was a dangerous moment. Looks for the infield pass. Could have been a goal there. Fon again. This All-Star Red, as soon as they get hold of that midfield, they just are refusing to let All-Star Blue get anywhere.
Yeah, and that's their big struggle, and it's going. Oh, look at this! And King Kaize going to get a second, and finally he had two very quiet games, a little bit more involved last game, and now with 2 goals in the opening 2 minutes, and it's a tough night out there now in Game 5 for the All Stars Blue.
Indeed, it is. It's close. All is possible. Tomo tries to put it into the centre, cannot find it. Tomo again following it up with a great touch, but it's kept away by Twisted with a beautiful post save. And it's still that 2-goal lead. All-Star Red coming out and bringing all the players out of their book right now to keep this deficit theirs. As Flexx puts it down the field. Ohayo's going to find that. Doesn't get the boost, unfortunately for him. Twist is going to go up. Fon pops it down. Look, if actually finds Flexx, unfortunately, and that is just a mistake you cannot have if you are All-Star Blue. Fon had to play that touch away. Instead, he just tees up the shot for Flexx, who's going to put it into the back of the net 9 times out of 10 when you're putting him in that position.
Yeah, nice pressure through presence from Twisted and Flexx. We've spoken quite a bit about King Kaize and his potential on the game, but the last game and this one, Flexx has been a really important player for All Stars Red. He's done a fantastic job out there. He's been demoed now though, and then it is King Kaize getting back involved, clears it away, and now Twisted. Oh my word! He completely undid the last player, but he shot was wide, but they're going to find it home, and it is Flexx again.
What a finish, what an angle, and what a pass. Twisted puts it straight up, and Flexx just gets that dink down. A 4-0 lead. This red side are just running away with it right now. All-Star Blue seems to be non-existent on this field.
Well, the last series went to Game 5 as well, and that Game 5 was very... Oh, my goodness gracious. The shot's going to go wide, but the setup was wonderful. The Game 5 in the last series was very tight, went to an overtime, but here it's a dominating performance by All-Star Red so far. Still time for Blue to get back into it, but unless they change something amazing, it's going to be a tough haul.
It really is. One hell of a slog they've got to go through. It's a task that I don't know if they're up to it. Fon's going to have to step it up. We see him doing some incredible stuff so far. Flexx going to find the redirect touch. Tomo was trying to commit it for the defense. Instead, he does retaliate by putting it all the way down the field. A great touch of his own, looking for a teammate. Fon puts it high and wide. How can you miss that? That was the openest of nets there. And Fon, after scoring incredible goals, is going to go back down the field for Flexx. He's going to put in the first double touch of the night. What a finish it was. He pops it up. He sees that open backboard, and he dunks it straight into the back of the net. 5-0. Flexx is just flexing on this blue side.
But the cause, you have to say, Harps, was lost the moment that open net was missed. You just felt, okay, this game's not going to be their game. And now we spoke about this last series where you have the tight decider or you have the dominated decider. And it looks like we're getting that here. 6 goals for All-Star Red, and Blue right now have no answers for these very, very tough questions.
Really difficult questions. I don't know if All-Star Blue are going to even get one on the board unless All-Star Red want that Brazil. You're going to have to have that 7-1 scoreline. They're looking to score more. Twisted goes up. Instead, Flexx is going to find it. Almost gets the angle done, but cannot complete it. Instead, King Kaize is going to keep that pressure on. He's just going to hand it to Flexx.
Oh, my goodness.
The double commit from All-Star Blue. Beaten out by King Kaize there. Just completely shattering the defense of this blue side, and Flexx is going to be handed a treat, an early Christmas present from King Keze to get that 7th goal. 7-0. I could not have foreseen this when looking at the previous results.
No, it was never going to come, and oh my word, and almost the 8th there. And then as we come to the end of, or the inevitable end of this series, I just have to shout out to, I see in the chat, one of my favorite in-game names of all times, a player I recognize from the IGL as well, is Ice Ice Davey. I just love that name, so hello to him. But back on the action, it has been a unbelievable performance by All-Star Red. I mean, they took their time, but my word, now that they're in it, they have killed it.
They really have. Finding their momentum, finding their flow, and ending it with giving them a goal, finding them the Brazil. I mean, they're saying, fine, guys, if you can't score it, we will score one for you. And they've done exactly that. I mean, all the goals have been scored by this All-Star Red team, even the own goal. They wanted the Brazil, they found it, and that's just salt into the wound. At the end of the day, that is just a brutal performance. All-Star Red completely deserving the finish here. And however, that's going to be it. 7-1 All-Star Red coming out hot, despite the confusion of teams at the beginning of this series. All-Star Red, where was this performance beforehand? Because they really surmounted a blowout show.
Yeah, and you wonder what went down there, because games earlier on, I mean, Blue were just looking awesome. Games 2 and 3, their touches, they were sublime out there, and I thought they were going to be really hard to overcome. I did think Red would send it to an overtime, but I was fully expecting the nervy overtime in Game 5, but not to be. Red had other plans, and they dominated 7-1, and they are the All-Star champions for Challenger.
And well deserved indeed. You can definitely see why these players
caught up in the matrix, have to keep waiting.